Yeah, man. Hey, can you go ahead and pull the stream up and comment? Just put something in the chat. That way I can see if something works here. I got a little bit going on here. I got a little bit going on here. I got a little bit going on here. Probably 25 to 30. For some reason, it's not going live to this. It's going live to my other. It's only one stream key, so I just need to update the URL. For some reason, it's not going live. Update. This is going live to my other. It's only one stream key, so I just need to update the URL. For some reason, it's not going. I sent the link. This is going live to my other. Yeah. It's only one stream key, so I just need to. All right, give everybody a few minutes to get here, and we'll go over some rules and the schedule, as well as the contingency pack that we'll be using in the upcoming season. So we're just going to give everybody a few minutes. I sent the link. Yeah. It's only one stream key, so I just need to. All right, give everybody a few minutes to get here, and we'll go over some rules and the schedule, as well as the contingency pack that we'll be using in the upcoming season. So we're just going to give everybody a few minutes. I sent the link. Yeah. It's only one stream key, so I just need to. All right, give everybody a few minutes. Can you guys still hear me on the live streams and the schedule, as well as the contingency pack that we'll be using in the upcoming season? So we're just going to give everybody a few minutes. All right, everybody, we're going to go ahead and get started. First off, we want to thank you for coming and joining the Sim Racing Short Trackers Southern Super Series. Can you guys still hear me on the? Yes, you can take tires and shorts. First things first, we're going to go over the series, and I will pull up for you a copy of the schedule. We'll go through that, and then we will go through the rules as well. So let's pull up the schedule. All right, everybody, we're going to go ahead and get started. First off, we want to thank you for coming and joining the Sim Racing Short Trackers Southern Super Series. Can you guys still hear me on the? Yes, you can take tires and shorts. First things first, we're going to go over the series, and I will pull up for you a copy of the schedule. We'll go through that, and then we will go through the rules as well. So if we take a look at the schedule, we're going to start off at Martinsville and do 150 laps. Then we're going to be going to Bristol, Lanier, Richmond, Langley, Five Flags, Concord, and Myrtle Beach. So these first 8 races that we have here are going to be regular season races. That will all pay out regular season points. But we do have a playoff as well, and the playoffs will be races 10 through 12 with a grand finale that is going to be race number 13 as well. So the first 8 races are regular season races. Start off at Martinsville. There are no drops, but win and you're in the playoffs. The 9th race on January 3rd will be at Iowa, and that race will be a non-winners race only. It will kind of be a last chance qualifier for the playoffs. So win that race and you are in. All pay out regular season. Then we have 3 playoff races. So the top 8 will go to the playoffs. and after we get to the playoffs, everything kind of resets. Playoff races 1 through 3. If you win, you go to grand finale, somewhere in the NASCAR schedule. But there are 4 slots for the grand finale. So 3 different winners could come from the playoffs and still get a points percent. So top 4 after those playoff races. So audio is repeating over it. Then we have 3 playoff races. So the top 8 will go to the playoffs. And after we get to the playoffs, everything kind of resets. Playoff races 1 through 3. If you win, you go to grand finale, somewhere in the NASCAR schedule. But there are 4 slots for the grand finale. So 3 different winners could come from the playoffs and still get a points percent. So top 4 after those playoff races. So audio is repeating over it. Then we have 3.
Is that any better? You know what? Fuck you guys. I hate you all. So here we go. So what we got is we got the 13 races for the season, and pretty self-explanatory. If on the schedule, and our schedule is found on Dan Lisa under Sim Racing Short Trackers. If we cool, much better. Rock on. So our schedule is found on Dan Lisa. If it says that there are tires available, there are that amount of tires available. If there is no comment next to the race about tires being available, then there are no tires available. So we'll get into the rules and we'll go over that. But that's important to note. We will use dynamic weather for all of these races. And if it is a night race, it will say so. Otherwise, it will be an afternoon race. Whatever Army car I want. So, saying that, let's go ahead and go into the rules. And this is the rules we've come up with. A little small. That's what she said. Let me zoom in. All right, so first things first. First rule is in order to receive the payout and bonus points, you must run the series contingency pack. So I will pull up a photo of what that looks like to give you guys an idea. And that will be posted. So taking a look at this, the contingency pack has the SRST banner right here. The R Insurance Options logo here. Our TRN Broadcasting Partner logo here. Midwest Power Source, and then there's a Rough Decks Racing that doesn't show up very well on my black car. But it's right down here on the blue car. You can see that there. Additionally, with the contingency, we'll have the R Insurance Options logo here, SRST Racing in the middle of the banner, and R Insurance Options on the banner up here. So that's the contingency pack. It's the same on the other side, and that will be available for download. I will send that. That all being said, in order to receive payout, which we pay out $5 to the winner each week, to pay out and bonus points, you must run the series contingency pack. So really no excuse to get that in. If you need any help getting any paints done, I'd be glad to help you out. DKR Customs, David Knowles would be glad to help as well, although he is very expensive. You are considered a probationary member if you've completed less than 3 races with our league. So that basically means we're going to be keeping an eye on you, and it will prevent you from being a provisional driver if you're too slow to make the field. You've also are a probationary member if you've been placed on probation by league officials for racing actions. So lots of rough driving, committed any sort of other penalties. League officials will communicate if you've been placed on probation or not. Like I said, there are no drop weeks, but when and you are into the playoffs, there will be 8 playoff drivers. If 8 different winners during the regular season of 8 races, if we have 8 different winners during the first 8 races and we get to that last chance qualifier at Iowa and get a new winner there, we will add a 9th car to the playoffs. If the total drivers with the win is less than 8 after the Iowa race, then points will determine the balance of the field. Win within the first 3 playoff races and you go to the final 4th playoff race to compete for the title, non-winners will advance based on points. So after those 3 playoff races, top 4 go to the final race for the title, and the highest finisher in the race is the champion. If you have any questions, go ahead and feel free to type them in. And for those who haven't made it tonight, we will post this video as a rebroadcast. Points are awarded as follows. First place gets 24 points, with each subsequent place being awarded 1 point less. So 24, 23, 22. You could do the math, I hope. Regular season winners will receive 3 playoff bonus points. So when we get to the playoffs, you will get an additional 3 points if you are a regular season winner for each win. So that'll kind of give you some advantage to keep winning throughout the regular season. Leading a lap and leading the most laps will each give you 1 bonus point within the regular season and within the playoffs. But it will not affect your seeding in the playoffs, only wins. So practices begin each week at 8:30. This is all under league sessions. Drivers meeting will be at 9:10 p.m. Eastern and is mandatory. So during this time, a mic check of all drivers is required. You need to have a microphone, and failure to respond via microphone is failure to attend and will be an end-of-line start. Qualifying begins at 9:15 and goes to 9:20 and is 2 laps. Single car qualifying. A random invert up to 10 cars will be decided by an app, and I will broadcast via live stream, so you know I'm not cheating on the invert there. And we'll set the invert for the race. The race will occur in a separate... What's up, Trace? Wheelman? Joe Bonamassa? The race will occur in a separate server that will launch at 9:25 and grid at 9:30. So practice, drivers meeting, and qualifying will occur in one server in league sessions. I will then do the invert and set up the race server, and we will go live at 9:30 on TRN Broadcasting Racing Network. So the top 21 cars based on speed will make the field, and we will offer 3 provisionals for non-probationary members for a total field size of 24. I don't really care what you say at the drivers meeting, Mr. Knowles, as long as I can hear you on the microphone. Throughout the season, the previous week winner must start end of line. This is true for all races except the first race of the playoffs. We will not start the previous week winner at the end of the line. And the final race of the year, we will not start. That way, there's no disadvantage in the playoffs if you win the last race and put you at a disadvantage there. So taking more tires than advertised for the event and not immediately claiming this will result in 0 points awarded. Did not start, did not qualify, 0 points, you weren't even there. Taking more tires than advertised and claiming it during the race and claiming it immediately, we're going to hold you for 1 lap, black flag under green, which could result in some of these tracks as a 3-lap penalty, and we're also not going to give you the lucky dog if you're the lucky dog recipient on the next caution. All starts and restarts are double file with the leader having lane choice. The leader must declare during the 2-to-go lap their intention of high or low side, or they will be forced to restart on the inside. Lap cars will always be at the rear, and all starts and all restarts are go on green. We will go on green on all starts and restarts. Another rule here, cars must stay in line until after the start-finish line. So no pulling out, trying to go 3 wide before the start-finish line. Any caveat to that would be someone who blatantly missed a shift, and we will review that at the end of the race. If you cause a wreck, claim it, please. The penalty is end of line. Failure to do so will result in a more serious penalty post-race. We will review that and issue a penalty that may be more severe than an EOL within the race if you claim it. There are no admin-issued waiver rounds. Lucky Dog is only the only waiver round. Black flags are only clear due to issues with iRacing. If there's a glitch and for some reason it keeps telling a car to pass you under caution and that car isn't even on the track, things like that. If you ask for a black flag clear, you must clearly state the reason why. And if during post-race review it is found your black flag was not a clearable flag, meaning not an iRacing issue, you will earn 0 points for the race. Failure of the top 3 finishers to be in TeamSpeak and available for post-race broadcaster interview will result in an encumbered win and EOL lead lap points. So, you finish in the top 3, say you're the winner of the race, you don't want to be in TeamSpeak, you don't want to be interviewed for the broadcast, your win will not count as a win you're in the playoffs, and you will get end-of-line lead lap points. So pretty severe, but we have some people who have stepped up to sponsor this series, and we have a very engaged broadcaster, and we want to put the best show on for them. So it's really important to us that you do partake in the broadcast and do have a good time with that. So that being said, we do have some very awesome partners that have stepped up to the plate. So first of all, I'm going to start with TRN Racing Network. We've been partnered with them. This will be our second season. They've done a great job. Really puts a lot of work into making sure we have an excellent broadcast. So I want to thank Adam Chapman and the guys over there for that. Up next is our insurance options. So AJ Rogers, Chapman's in the booth. Yes, he will be. And when I end up wrecking out on the first or third lap, like I typically do, I may join him a few times up there. So it'd be pretty good. Next up is Our Insurance Options is one of our sponsors, and you can see that in the lower left-hand corner here on the broadcast. Great group of guys. AJ Rogers stepped up to the plate. And I just want to give him a chance to come in here and tell us a little bit about his business. So, AJ, you got me?
Yes, I do.
All right. Well, I was telling the guys on the broadcast that you kind of approached me and wanted to be a partner with us and put on a really good series, and I think this is going to be a really good match. But why don't you tell us a little bit about Our Insurance Options and the business you represent here, and what this partnership really means to you?
Well, the business I work for is a family-owned business. My parents have been in it. My dad, in particular, has been in it 30-plus years. I've been in it going on 3 years now. Really enjoy it. We're based out of Virginia, so if anybody's listening and needs insurance in the state of Virginia, I'm able to write through the entire state. We have over 20, 25 different companies that we carry and able to write about just about anything.
Okay, AJ. So types of insurance: you do auto, you do home. What kind of policies do you offer?
Auto, home, commercial, general liability, you name it pretty much. We even touch on some of the healthcare stuff, but that's part of Tony's side, and I'd hate to be on that side with everything that's going on now.
Yeah, I don't blame you at all. So let's take a look at the race car then, and we got your name on the side here. We got you on the window banner, so hopefully you'll get some really good broadcast time with that. And we're going to encourage you to spend a little time in the booth as well, maybe pre or post race, and pitch your product. But we're happy to have you on board.
Well, thank you. I really appreciate it. Looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a really good turnout. What I've heard, 25 or 30 cars, so that's going to be even better. I know we'll be having our team along too, which will be 4 or 5 guys a night also. So really look forward to it. I'm grateful to have the opportunity to do this. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, absolutely. So you mentioned your team, and we got your logo up in the top left corner up there, the Team Roughnecks. And I saw a comment the other day that you guys are going to run the table in this thing. So why don't you give us a little background on who's on your team and what you guys bring to the table?
Well, hopefully we're going to bring a lot to the table. I have to kind of back that up now that I opened my mouth, but it's me, Brian Hacker, Jason Tarasenko, Josh Hart, Jason Day, and Bob Loran. We work as a team is just incredible. The setups we build is crazy. We have a couple guys that spend a lot more time practicing and building the setups than some of the other ones that, including myself, that would rather just hop in and race. But definitely a big shout out to those guys that work countless hours on figuring out what works and what doesn't.
Yeah, absolutely. I've been in a few races with you and been on the good side and on the losing side of your team. So I know you guys are tough competitors, but you race clean everywhere you've been. So we're happy to have your team on board. Also, we got Midwest Power Source with Jason Tarasenko. You want to talk a little bit about that since he couldn't be here?
Yeah, definitely. He's a really good friend of mine. From What I know about him and what he does is it's a full service company that remanufactures EMD and CAT diesel engines for locomotives. So he messes around with the big stuff. It's pretty amazing if you look at his website, which is MidwestPowerSource.com. They're, from what I know, that he's got different locations throughout the United States and Canada. But some of the stuff he gets to deal with is absolutely massive.
Awesome. Well, I really appreciate it. Happy to have you guys on board. Excited to race against you.
Really looking forward to it.
Yeah, man.
It's going to be fun. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Absolutely. So let's go ahead and wrap this up and jump into the practice race here at Thompson and see what these cars will do, and have a good time. But thanks for joining us tonight.
All righty. Thank you.
All right, everybody. We really want to thank you for coming out. If you have any questions, send us a message on Facebook. Adam Maddox, David Knowles, or send it to Sim Racing Short Trackers. If you have any questions about any of the sponsors you heard here, our insurance options, Team Roughnecks, Midwest Power Source, send me or AJ a message, or Jason Tarasenko. Send those guys a message and go sign up for some insurance. I'm in Virginia, so I'll definitely be talking to AJ about that. And join us for the race after this. I will post the rules on Facebook, as well as in the iRacing description where the rules go on iRacing League page. And I will also post a link to download the contingency pack here this evening. So be looking for that. Let's go racing at Thompson. And so we will see you later. Question: does a C in my name stand for Cougar, like John Cougar Mellencamp? No. But if anyone can guess what it is, I will not dump you in the next race. So I will talk to you guys later. Thanks for joining Sim Racing Short Trackers. Everything will be up soon. I will see you guys at Thompson tonight. And as we kick off the official season in Martinsville next week, thanks a lot. Have a good night.